How's it going, everyone? Got some chocolate biscuits today. They'll turn in my mouth. That's good enough, isn't it? It's still turning. No. I've got this piece here. It's completely wet. Like, must have not even cut a week ago. It's got a little bit of a split in it. It's getting a really chunky split going across here, obviously from the pith, but shit happens. I'm gonna eat a biscuit. Want a biscuit? Have a biscuit. Chocolate. I'll try and finish this today, to be honest. I got a sorry, don't like talking with food in my mouth. I got a the on-off switch wasn't the best on this lathe, the one that Sid lent me. So I had to go up trying to fix it myself, and didn't seem to make any difference at all, to be honest. So Robbo gave me the idea of getting a 4-plug or whatever that's got a its own independent on-off switch on it. And I had one of those in here. So rearranged my plugs a little bit and go and rated a 4-plug from inside. So I had something to plug my computer and stuff into. So I can turn this on and off now. Now I've got it on an on-off switch. So it turns on every time and stays on. I'm just going to do a little bit of scraper work in here on this from here to here. I've done this part here. Now I'm down to this part here, and then I'll contemplate whether I'm going to dig it out any further, because I might not even, to be honest. I might just clean it up as it is. Only because of the big crack that it's getting up there, up the side of it there. If I go down too much further, it's only going to make that worse, isn't it? All right. Rather brisk here this morning. What do we got? Well, it's brisk for my side of the world. That's all I got to say. It's 9 in the shed at the moment, with a top of, I think, 12 or 13 or something. Winter's not even here. That means we're going to have a bloody cold winter. How you going, Sid? Cooking in where? Yes. Yeah, now it's the other opposite. I'm going in the freezer. It doesn't help when the roof's like, well, I look up and with my face shield on and that touches the roof. If I had a bit more of an air gap with the other shed that I'm getting, it's got a bit more of an air gap in between my head and the cold roof. Right. So I've got a new on-off switch on it now, Sid. It's on the tailstock end. Now comes the fun part. Well, sorry. I'm taking the piss out of it, to be honest, because I don't like doing it. I'm going to start off with a bit of 80 grit. There we go, look at that, mate. That smells pretty good. Oh, oh.
Hello.
How you going?
G'day, Sid. G'day, Mike.
How you going, Mike?
I think that's all that's in there. At the moment, I won't be in for very long. I'm in the middle of putting fiberglass filler into all the holes in my roof, so
Bloody
I'm
hell.
just waiting for it to dry off.
This has a
I look like a snowman at the moment.
yeah. This has got a nice big crack on it.
Oh, yeah.
Shit happens, but it has.
Yeah, pretty much about the same, Mike. The fun bit.
Yeah, the fun bit. And because of that crack, I'm not going to go down anymore except for cleaning it up.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't blame you. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. You're a bit cold in there, are you? I'm just sort of reading through the chat and it wasn't that long ago you were cooking in there. Now you must be bitching about the cold, are you?
Oh, no, I don't bitch about it with internationals around.
Yeah, that's right. We don't know what cold is.
Yeah, it's 9 in here today.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a lovely day. It's not going to get very hot. It's only going to get about 17 or 18, but the sun's shining. So that's why I've got to get this filler in because I couldn't get it in yesterday while it was raining. So
yes.
Get your heat gun out.
That doesn't work real well on fiberglass filler. Does that compressor shut off when you reach full pressure or not?
No.
Oh, right. Just runs continuous, does it?
Yeah, it's just it's what an asthmatic used to use. They called a nebulizer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Is it too noisy for you?
Sorry?
Is it too noisy for you?
No. I can hardly hear it, actually. Yeah, now we can hear it when you're blowing into the bloody microphone. If you're not careful, I'll go and get mine fired up.
I've got a mute button for you, buddy.
I wonder if that'd operate an air gun, like a jeez, buddy.
Yeah, it might do, like them little pen ones.
Yeah, the air spray.
Yeah.
I've forgotten the name of the bloody things now.
Airbrushes.
Airbrush, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Airbrush will be work. Didn't think about that.
Mike was saying, let's take a walk. I don't know who that is. G'day, how are you?
How you going? Let's take a walk.
And Mike was saying we had snow, hail, rain, thunder and lightning for 2 days. Warm 1 hour, cold the next.
Weird weather, eh? I think everyone's getting it at the moment.
We're doomed. We're all doomed.
Let's take a walk. Do you mind telling us your real name?
Please.
Please.
Got a few to choose from.
Sorry?
Chris.
Oh, okay.
These people that have other names, I don't know.
Have you subscribed to my channel with that channel?
Yes, he had. He said the other day did subscribe with all 4.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay. All right, then I'll let you off. Thanks for the shout out again too. I mean, yeah, in your description at least.
All right, sorry to love you and leave you. I better go and sand this thing down or I'll never get it finished by tonight. Now, I probably won't be on for the next 4 or 5 days.
That's it, you're fired.
Yeah, I know. No, I've got, we're doing a turning thing down at Marimbula this weekend, so.
Oh, yeah. Who's we?
Oh, there's about 60 of us.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Like, it's like, yeah, it's like Turn SA.
Yeah. All right, bugger off then.
Sorry?
I said bugger off then. Have fun.
Yeah, I will. All right. Catch ya.
Bye-bye.
See you later, Chris, Sid, Mike.
How you going?
Hello. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, not too bad. And yourself?
Pretty good. I just got in from my shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of joining you out there, but I already had the place tore down except my lathe. Maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah, I was thinking you should do the same. Have you turning on here for a change?
Yeah, right now I'm just the tools that I'm testing. I got a bunch of new cutters for that's going to go with the set.
Yep.
And in doing so, I want to make sure that I have down the proper way of using them with this tool.
Yes.
But normally 9:30 at night when I try to relax. I've been up since 6 this morning.
Okay. Been busy day.
Yeah, I spent about 5 hours in the shop. I
Yep.
finally finished my little box. That's a gift.
Oh yeah.
Uh, got it all polished and buffed, and it looks pretty good. Got the hardware on it. But
Yep.
I did that, and then I was practicing airbrushing for a while, and I
Oh
got a
yeah.
I got a chair, wooden chair that for some reason kids think that you can climb on the rungs and
Yep.
use it as a ladder. If you're going to do it, you don't climb on the rungs, you stand on the seat. But you just can't tell teenagers sometimes.
No. I know.
Or you tell them, but you wonder if it ever sinks in.
Yeah. Robbo was in just before. He won't be in for another 4 or 5 days.
Oh, what's he up to?
He's got another turn show on. Another turning show. I can't remember where he said it was, but
Oh,
so the where the hose connects on that airbrush.
yeah.
Do you think that would fit over it?
Might. I don't know. I know the airbrush doesn't take that big a hose.
Yeah. Just thinking might be able to get away with having an airbrush on the nebulizer.
Oh, probably. You might get enough. You only need about 30, between 20 and 30 pounds of air.
Yep.
Oh, Sid's in, I see.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he pop up and join us?
He might be working.
There, just stuck it up there. Sid could stick his head in. I don't know if we want a joker or not, but I wouldn't say no.
I've got I put it in the group chat, and he's in that, so he has got a link.
Yeah, it's a time of night for me where I can relax. I just turn the dishwasher on and real dry at 9 o'clock if you don't have the dishes in the kitchen sink. You gotta clean them tomorrow. You gotta put them away.
Yep.
So at about 10 to 9, everybody's rushing. Problem is, the kids just don't, I don't know, maybe they just haven't learned logic because They just pile everything even on top of each other when you load a dishwasher. And you'll
Yes.
ask, how's the water supposed to go through this bowl and clean the plate you have laying on top of it? Well, it sprays down from on top. Yes, so the back will get clean. It's, oh, it's not super science. I find it easier to load it myself, load it right, and I know they'll all come out clean and dry. And I
Yes.
can put them away in the morning.
It's not fun sanding when your hand keeps cramping up.
You get cramps often in your fingers?
I've got it. It's right here at the moment, going across here.
Oh, carpal tunnel. Have you ever looked into what it would cost for one of those little angle sanders?
You mean like a Dremel kind of thing on steroids?
Well, yeah, but it's bigger than that because it's like a drill, except it's smaller and the head is on a 30-degree angle or so.
Yeah.
Takes 2-inch and three. Well, it'll take anything you want to put on it. But most people use 2-inch, 3-inch sanding back pads.
Yeah.
I got a set of ones that I use once in a while when I do some of the smaller stuff.
I've got an angle grinder I could most probably attach a sanding pad to, but
It's way too big. This is only holds a little 2-incher, and you hold it in one hand.
yeah. So I've got a 6-plug extension down there, down the tailstock, that's got its own independent on-off switch.
Oh, good.
So I can do this now. And
Yes,
it's not the danger end. It's that end.
Right, it's much safer for you.
Yeah. Coo-wee! I don't think this bowl's gonna last very long. It's got a massive crack going from one side of the pith to the other. And just from me turning it just then, it's ripped it right open. I had to do a bit of scraping in here before, just a bit earlier.
Yeah. I got a piece of wood I was playing with today, and oh, God, is it hard. Then I got looking at the date on it. 1981 is when it was cut.
Bloody hell. Amber wasn't even a twinkle in her daddy's eye at that time.
Well, calling it a hardwood is ridiculous. It's almost, well, there's a wood that we have that it's everywhere, but ironwood, because
Yep.
it dulls your tool so quick. But it
Yep.
is a type of wood, and I bet it would beat ironwood.
We got a wood here called iron bark, pretty much for the same reason, really.
Yeah, I don't use much power sanding anymore either, uh, unless I've really got something hard that I have to handle. But I was trying to think of to use a sander or even a handheld rotary one, inertia sander that would help you.
We've got a one that's kind of shaped like an iron, like the iron you iron your clothes with. I've got a sander like that
Oh,
that has the discs that come off the hook and loop discs on the back.
oh.
But that's about all that I've got that when it comes to sanding like that.
Yeah, 'cause that's like the wood I'm playing with today. It's so friggin' hard. 80 grit, 60 grit didn't touch it. It just scratched it a little. And I tried 40, and it just left scratch lines. It's
Yep.
hard. But that's what I want to have some practice with these new carbides and negative rate carbides that I'm testing.
Yeah. Yep.
But I did finish my little box that I made as a gift, and I'm quite proud of it.
Where is it? I got a sec. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've never done any carving to speak of, and that's just a wire embedded, and then
Yeah, it's nice.
I
Very
know
nice.
it's not turning, but I had just a scrap of wood left, and I had somebody ask me if I would do a little box for him
Yep.
because he's going to propose marriage to his girlfriend and wanted something really nice. And it's a neighbor kid, 23, but that's a kid to me.
Yes.
So I thought I'd make him something really nice out of a little piece of. To me, it was I turned it big, and then
Yep.
just sliced it with the bandsaw and used a miter box and cut it by hand.
Yep.
I've seen little boxes like it. I've got one myself that a friend made me. It's very similar to it well, it's a men's jewelry box.
Yep.
Cufflinks. Back in the days when we wore cufflinks and
Yep.
tie tacks and all that happy stuff. Except when I worked for Uncle Sam, it was executive, when you went up on the hill. Otherwise, we didn't have to. And now it's just full of bits and pieces of memorabilia.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, thank you. the finish on this is simply went through white. I went through the Beal buffing system to take it for what it is, and then carnauba wax, and then I used a little bit of I forget the wax. It's a wax that the British Museum uses for, and the Smithsonian also use for preservation of stuff that you can handle. Your weather been crazy, or
Yeah.
it got warm today and it's going to be just above freezing again tonight.
Yeah, we're having hot, cold, raining, hot, cold, raining.
Yep, same here.
Yeah. Oh, to be honest, if the hot weather doesn't want to leave here, I'm quite happy for it to stay. It doesn't have to keep doing this, you know.
That would keep the stomach churning a little bit.
Dill pickle before bed.
Kill my stomach.
Oh,
No longer this.
soda pop and a giant dill pickle
Yes.
as a bedtime snack.
Yes, this will totally not mess up my stomach after I eat the dill pickle. Don't worry about it.
It's not me eating it. My cast iron skillet stomach.
Call him a dill pickle for eating it.
Oh. I remember when I could do that and not worry about it. Teenagers.
They make you jealous or what? Huh?
Well, he's been like a kid. I've raised him since he was born, and his sister. Because their parents were my best friends. They both had to work or go to college. And I was the handy old man that learned to take care of infants and change diapers.
Yeah.
But you just what you have to do, you have to do.
Yes.
But I did break, I won't say break the rules, but I've always been, my college background is that they're never too young to start learning.
Yes.
As soon as the brain develops where it remembers things like that you've got fingers and toes and can recognize mother and dad.
Yes.
And remember a name, for the face that they see, then the cognizant learning can start. But I was very proud of them. They knew both of them, both him and his sister, they knew their colors, they could count. When they went into preschool, they could already do simple addition and subtraction and could count. I forget which one, but one of them sat there in front of a classroom and counted everything up to I think it was a million, and they were counting by tens and then hundreds, just to show off.
Yep.
Because in the games I played with them was all counting and
Yep.
push them in a stroller before before they could walk. I did that to the playground and put them in the swing. But we'd learn colors and counting again, always counting.
Yes.
They're both math wizards.
Sorry, I am listening. I'm just dusting.
Yep. But being an educator and a researcher in ed psych, my background, they were perfect. Everything that I'd ever learned really did work. And they were the two that I tested it with. But they're both honor students.
Yes. So this is my metho bottle.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of saying it's poisonous.
Yep. Well, it's a day of the dead skull, so it's.
Who did the artwork?
Oh no one! Look, it's actually just a piece of plastic on there wrapped around the bottle.
Okay. I thought that might have been something your lovely half did.
It was originally a giant chili sauce bottle. Anyway.
Yeah, that's all I use. I got a squirt bottle of water, a little one, if I want to raise the grain intentionally on something in the sanding process. But when I'm all done, I use meth, you call it.
Yep.
Mentholated spirits, but I don't use it. I've got a can of it, but depends on where I use it, because for some reason the company I bought it from, they have a white tint, but it dries clear, but I don't like it because it affects the finish. Some finishes that you put on after it. If you're using a paint or that, there's a problem, but if you're just using something that's alcohol based,
Yep.
It doesn't matter. But I buy the other, and it's called it's for heating, like running small Bunsen burners, wick-based Bunsen burners,
okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
They cost more, but there's
Like
no additive.
ISO, something like that.
Yeah, but it's perfectly clear, and it's most way up there in the alcohol proof content.
Yep. And I'm just going to use a scraper and take the tit out.
The nib.
Yeah, that bit.
Yeah, I appreciate your comment there. This was all done by hand.
Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button.
Tape over it.
Huh?
When you get it so it's all right, put a piece of tape over it.
Yeah.
Hello.
How you going, Neil?
Good, mate. Just don't go as thin as I did yesterday.
Whoops! Did we have an incident? Did we?
Yeah, buddy. I was aiming for 4 or 5 mil and about 20 mil from the top. I had an oops and went to about 1 mil thick or 2 mil. Tried to make it all then 2 mil and it blew up.
Bugger.
It's an old
kind of
dry.
wood?
Is that wet or dry you're turning?
It's wet, completely wet, like not even cut a week ago.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be, so that's fine.
Yeah. I don't. Sorry.
Mine was about 10 years old, so well and truly dry.
Oh yeah.
And cracked, and yeah.
Yeah. Robbo won't be in for another 4 or 5 days. He's going to a another turn event this weekend.
Okay, what's on this weekend?
I plumb forgot where it is, to be honest.
He's probably told me, but I've forgotten.
Yeah. He might have it on his wall, to be honest. I think he puts a lot of those shows up on Facebook.
It'd be nice if he could do a small live step in from one of them.
Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't have that kind of phone, Dr. Bob. He's only got his flip phone is like one of the first flip phones they ever come out with, basically.
Oh yeah, got one like that too.
You can't handle the technology on a phone.
Yeah. He can't do the glass, the touch screen glass on them. So.
Yep, I know.
And then he's only got the old school USB dongle that plugs into the laptop for his Wi-Fi. He doesn't actually have like the Wi-Fi boxes you can buy these days that don't actually plug in. So, no, and to be honest, I don't think he'd want to, because he'd want to be paying more attention on helping people and stuff.
So what thickness have you got that down to, Joe?
Honestly, I haven't actually really gone for a thickness as such. It's most probably still thinner up here than what it is down here. But I was going to go down thinner, but then when I come outside this morning and noticed the massive crack that goes from pith to pith, corner from end of each fucking pith. Whoops, sorry. Woo! That didn't come out. Delete that.
Friggin'.
And then today I had to do a bit of cleaning up with the scraper in here, and it actually opened up the crack back here like 4 times the amount. So I'm not doing any more major digging anymore. So that's why I'm just using the scraper to get rid of the bit in the middle there.
And what's the timber?
Bottle brush.
Okay. Yep.
I've got a fair bit of it. The people chopped down. It was a decent sized tree. Well, I suppose it was more of a tree than a bush. This one, but so I'm gonna make this, finish this off, and put it on their doorstep with a little note, just saying if they want to get rid of the rest of the tree, give us a yo. Because it's still in the ground. The rest of the tree, they just chopped off the main branches.
All right.
Well, that helps. I've done that before when people give me a limb and make something out of it, and then next time I come for pruning, I ended up with half the tree.
Yeah, and this is a different lathe too, Neil. My little motor, little one died. The motor died on it.
Oh, bugger.
So Sid very kindly brought this one down for me to use.
All right. And what's that one?
It's a run of the mill. What do you call it? Reeves drive.
Reeves drive.
All right.
Yeah. It's basically a guy in America I talked to. He's got one exactly the same, just badged differently, and so.
Yeah, I got one just like it that I've loaned out during the pandemic because that's what I use for teaching on. They work on my bigger one, but they don't need, students don't need a 3-horse motor.
Yep.
So I've got one that size and one smaller.
And the on-off switch is a bit knackered on it, so I've got a 6-plug with its own independent on-off switch on it, and I've got that. That's my on-off switch for the lathe.
Fair enough.
And it's out of the line of fire.
Yeah.
I've got an old Jet 1442 down in the shed that I've just finished replacing all the bearings and belts, and I'm going to give it a new spray job and then sell it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is basically the same as that, except what you've got's probably a Chinese one, whereas the Jet, of course, isn't. It's a well-made one with a Taiwanese motor.
All right. I'll show you. I'll do share screen on here, and I'll show you what I'm getting next. I'll just show you one picture only because it's my desktop picture, because I'm really hanging to get it. I hate waiting. You see, I need to go into hibernation until the end of August.
You're talking about the one Robbo's got?
Yeah. That one. That one there.
He's going to be in the professional bracket then.
That's Robbo's old one. Yeah, no, he's been talking to me a fair bit about variable speed drives, etc., etc.
Yeah, because I was going to convert the get it right. I was going to convert. You'd put the converter on and stuff like that, but he's going to do it on his end, and I'm going to pay him for it.
Fair enough.
So it would be a bit easier then.
He wants to learn how to put a variable drive on, so then he can perhaps put it on other ones he's got.
Yeah.
But you've got to build a shed apparently before he can bring it to you anyway.
Yeah, I get that next month. It's just a flat pack one, but it's the length of this one, but it's double the width. So, but just enough room for it. I hope.
What you want to do is have an end wall that pivots up.
Yeah.
And that way you can you can have it even longer if you need to.
Yep. Where the headstock was going to be on this lathe, it's got 2 double doors that I'll very rarely use. So
yeah.
If I need any length, that's just about as good as it's going to get, I think, for me. See what Mike's put?
What you can do is make up a little seat for your tailstock that sits outside.
Oh yeah.
Robbo puts his tailstock on his bloody forklift, and then That's how he gets an even bigger one. He's got a door that opens up on the back of Henry.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
And the tailstock can be on the forklift way out in the driveway.
Yeah. Now, I don't actually have that much more room other than where the shed's going to be placed because it's all well-established gardens and shrubs and stuff. So
Yeah, fair enough.
I think that'll be long enough for me anyway. It's got a between the centre and the bed is 16 inches, so it gives me a little bit more room to play with.
Yep.
This one's only got an extra half an inch more than what my little one's got.
Yeah. Mind you, it all comes down to whether you bloody turn big stuff. It's like,
yeah, well, I've got a couple of bits of wood specially saved for that later now. So. How you going, Cade?
Can you turn off the end of Robo's? Will his sliding head
How's
stop?
it going?
Going good, thanks.
That's good. What's new?
You can't see it?
That looks good.
You got a new lathe.
Nice little live edge bowl.
Yeah.
My stuff's all dusty. I just finished a demo here. I'm like, I got time. I can hop on.
Yeah. Those things.
Pretty good. Not too bad. Keeping busy. All kinds of fun stuff on the go.
Yeah.
I did just finished a demo for the Ottawa Valley Woodturners, so that was pretty cool because they had people from the Ottawa Guild, the Quebec Guild, the Grey Bruce Guild, the Simcoe Guild, so it's quite a few people. There's over 100 people. I was like, oh wow.
Cool. Nice. What do you know?
Getting to be known as a Canadian turner.
I know. That's all right.
What'd you teach him?
We did birdmouth hollow forms today. So here's the one I did. This is apple.
Oh yeah, nice. Very nice.
Cool.
This one's out of apple. So I did that live. Just finished. And then here's a couple examples I had to show them. Here's one in cherry. A little feature in the side.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. I like that.
Or tone down some of the light here. There we go. Yeah. So some small.
Put a tap in there.
This looks like a grumpy face.
Yeah.
Got a big forehead, grumpy face, and then two horns on the side.
Like a pig with the nose.
Yeah, it could be a pig.
That angle makes it a pig.
Yeah. The ash one I did the other day really turned out like a pig because I left the pith in it.
Yeah.
Here's the pith. So there's the one eye there.
Yeah.
And then one eye there. And then it almost looks like a pig there, maybe.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice wood. What is that? Apple as well? Oh.
This is ash.
Okay.
This is ash here.
Yeah, very nice. Now stop upstaging me. God damn it.
Get back to work.
Glad it went well for you.
Just give us a yo if you want to show some more stuff, because I'm going to put myself on mute and just finish off this little bit of this middle bit.
Yeah, no problem. I look forward to watching it. That's coming out cool. What's the wood? Stick it in a...
It's bottle brush.
Oh, okay.
Thank you now.
Bottle brush, eh? Oh, the honey locust one I did. That turned out awesome. Yeah, so now time to clean up. How you been, Dr. Bob?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Doctors keep telling me I'm going to get a good bill of health out of this.
Oh, that's good. That's
Got
good.
2 more to see. But the worry that I had a heart problem with missing beat, they just take a look and say, for your age, that's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's rare. I think in a 24-hour period, it missed 7 or 8. But that's normal for an athlete. So I guess at 77, I guess if they put me in the category of an athlete, they're crazy, but I'm in the same category. Except it doesn't beat as fast.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what happens. It's like an old alarm clock. There's time where you can wind it up and it'll run a full 24 hours, and you wind it up the next day. And as it gets older, the spring gets weaker, and it only runs for 10 hours. Then you got to wind it up again. But it still keeps good time.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but good thing they're keeping an eye on you there and in good hands.
Yep.
Yeah, that apple was fun to turn. It was wet, so I mean, I got huge streamers.
Yeah. So, Dr. Bob,
Yo.
the last time I knew you were only 76. When did you have your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Birthday.
Say it on national TV. Come on. Worldwide TV, I mean. Sorry. Come on.
Oh, crikey.
Well, there's a bit of a discrimination or disgruntled on when I was actually born. My mother puts me in the family Bible. Well, my grandmother, who maintained it at that time, the family Bible, and it's like gone through about 4 generations prior to me. You know, the one where they put the births and the deaths and they write them in the back. Keep track of a family lineage that way and who married who. It was in May. But my birth certificate says June 26th instead of May 26th. Now, we honestly believe that it had to have been June because that's what the hospital birth certificate says. But you never argue with grandmother. And at my age, it's just called old. It doesn't matter.
So what personality do you have? Do you have the Taurian of the May, or do you have the, Leo of the June? Like a Taurian is stubborn and pig-headed. And
or there's Gemini at the end of May as well. Don't ask me how I know that.
I'm just a old-fashioned research scientist and geek as a kid.
My birthday was on Monday, Jay, so...
Oh, well, happy womb exit for then.
Yeah.
I said happy womb exit for then.
That's why I know they're grumpy, pig-headed old bastards. It's a Taurian.
Yeah.
If you can tell, I'm not a Taurus.
Well, I've been an educator, a research scientist, and a filmmaker. So, and I've worked for our government. That's when I ran a research lab. The neat thing is you don't have to know everything when you run a research lab. I learned that working years before that for the University of Michigan. You just have to have the ability to encourage young people to come up with solutions to problems and never say, well, you can't do it. You have to teach them on how to do research, how to learn, how to dream, and how to make what they want come true, and then pat them on the back through every step of encouragement so they don't feel stupid if they make a mistake, because we all make mistakes.
Yep.
Except me.
Well,
What?
of course, we know people on that side of the river never make mistakes.
Yeah, there's only a reason we call it doing the cade.
Right? Oops.
I didn't know. If you know it, Jay, we're just across the river from each other.
Yeah.
But we're different countries.
Cade was telling me the other day how he was throwing stones on your roof and then running and hiding.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them.
So you got anything else for show and tell there, Cade?
No, well, not really. I have a couple more birdmouth hollow forms down here, just that I had as examples to show. I did a honey locust one yesterday that turned out really striking.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't lie to me. You've got lots of other stuff there.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, the honey locust one I did yesterday turned out really cool because the heartwood is pink and the sapwood is white or bright yellow.
Yeah.
So here's honey locust. Oh, tone down the.
Put your hat
nice.
over it. Yeah, that's very nice. Put your hat over the light.
There we are.
Yeah, nice.
I assume
nice
you have to glue on the bark.
No.
No glue. No CA glue.
So it turned green, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still a little bit wet, but it'll dry. And then, the apple one I turned today was turned wet. This one's a piece of cherry I turned the other day too. Wet.
Yeah, very nice.
Cool.
We're going to have to get you to do something for our club.
Yeah, sure.
How long do they take to dry?
They'll take about a week or so.
What was that? About? Sorry.
Sorry. That giveaway in English.
I know. I was watching something the other day and I thought it was American, and then she said a boat, and I was like, oh, no, not American.
No, but that's Ontario, but never Quebec. But Newfoundland, yeah, I've got relatives that are Newfies, and they have the same slang, about. They emphasize the B in a lot of the words.
Out and about on me boat.
Yeah. But that's Newfoundland.
Yeah, that's the Newfies.
Yep.
Hello, Neil. I don't know if we met. Nice to meet you. Uh-oh.
He did what you do, Cade.
Oh, he pulled the Cade.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. That's good. At least it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, it was fun doing the birdmouth hollow forms. So Thursday I got another demo. I'm doing one for Hunt County, Texas.
Okay, cool.
You're getting around the North America.
Yeah. That's okay.
Lucky it's for a good reason, eh?
Yeah, it's a good way to get around. Yeah, I got Hunt County, Texas woodturners on Thursday.
You want to say that? You want to say that with a clear mouth, don't you? Hunt.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Oh shit! Sorry, I'll bring the tone of the chat down, don't I? I'll shut up.
Sorry, guys. I lost you there. I don't know what happened.
We call that doing a Cade. All right, just for future reference.
Hit the wrong button. You probably hit the back button.
Yeah, I was trying to get the camera to be out the other side of this phone, but looks like I can't do it.
Oh, the rotate one. Rotate
Yeah.
camera.
Oh, yeah, there's no option on this one.
Yeah. Oh, there was a button. I didn't know what it was for, so I thought, I'll give it a try, but it said something else.
Yeah.
Got that one.
Oops.
I thought I'd show you what I was doing yesterday, Jay. This is
Oh yeah.
it's a biscuit, bloody natural edge though, as distinct from a long section, you know, like unfortunately it blew up to me. I'm just going to turn it around. Here we go. See how this goes.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Art piece.
Boy, that you could still finish that off.
Yeah, this bit here.
Yeah.
It's gone. Basically, just there. I went too thin. If I turn it round, try this. You can see it's. Can you see?
Point it down a bit. Down. Yep. Right there. Yep, that's thin, all right.
Nice and thin.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically 1 mil just there, whereas it was a nice 4 mil there. And I just went too thin. If I go to the other side, and you can see it. It's actually what they call native olive, which is an olive, but doesn't show the typical olive grain. But yeah,
Nice.
it was old, very dry. If I go here, where are we?
Yeah. It starts to vibrate on you.
It was going pretty good actually. Like, bloody hell, camera, what are you doing?
It had too much to drink.
Don't blame the operator.
Ah, there it is.
Bloody
Oh yeah.
Other way. You can see the edge as I come round. Yeah, way too thin. And and just when I tried to correct it, of course, I was pushing on the outside.
Yep.
And if I can show my finger here somehow, Go the other way.
Too much pressure on the double.
Double
When you go
Where
that
the
then
hell
you
is my
got
finger
triple
gone?
double. I love going that then.
Where the hell's me? God, it's hard doing this back to front.
It's funny for me.
Here we go. Right. You can see how much flex there is in it.
Yep. Yeah.
Because it was so thin. Yeah, so anyway, go back to normal.
I can just imagine that's flopping in it, flopping around when it's turning. You know, like a bowl of jelly.
Yeah. Oh, if you're doing it, like I was turning at about 1500, and it was staying pretty good, but yeah, it's certainly stupid sucks.
Yeah.
It's quite a hard. Lots of CA in the bits that were a bit soft, and of course the bark to hold it all together. But I should have sanded out the difference rather than turning it, but that's the way it goes.
Can you quickly grab all the shavings and get that little bit of wood and stuff it all into a bucket and pour resin in it?
Nah, that's firewood. It's I'll keep it my collection of things that go wrong.
Oh yeah.
God knows where the pieces went. It just went twang. It was a very quick and it was gone. Yeah. Oh, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was doing yesterday, just something to do.
You could paint it like a sun and call it the disappearing sun.
Yeah.
Cracked
the other thing
horizon.
I worked on and finished yesterday. Let's see if I can get this going.
Yeah, hang on a sec. I'll get you a phone screen.
Yeah. The trouble when you've only got a phone.
Yes.
I can see my hand. There it is.
Yeah, you got to do the opposite.
This is the pepper grinder, which is a good olive.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Filled with a whole heap of cracks filled with blue resin.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, very nice.
But,
that'd make a hefty weapon in a fight. But I only hit him, officer, with my pepper shaker.
Anyway.
Beginning of the pandemic, I made a couple billy clubs. Ready for all the looting and robbing.
I'll go back to you, Jay, so you're not looking at this ugly mutt.
Just one to the other, isn't it?
What's the bear's name?
I used to be heavily, I still am involved, but I used to be heavily involved in martial arts. And that's my little sensei, Teddy.
Oh, cool.
And my wood turning company, if you like, is called Day Sensei Wood Turning, so woodworking, should I say? So that's just my symbol for my company in my retirement. If I had to rely on that for income, I'd be stuffed. Anyway, I'm going to bid you farewell. I'm going to get back to have some lunch and then get back to real work. I've got to cast a few things up for some clients today, so see how it all goes.
Oh, appreciate you coming in.
Talk to you later, mate. Cheers.
See you later.
Take it easy, Dave. Yeah, man.
So I have to put my micro compressor on if you hear any humming, all right, Cade?
All right, I'll just hum back.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
oh yeah.
Wait, you let one rip or what?
Yeah. Here you go.
Woo!
Yeah, stay away from those beans, guy.
Might have to double check. Might have to do a courtesy wipe for that one. You don't know if it squirted out or not.
Oh,
Hey, just go like this. Look. Just shake it down the pants a bit.
Right?
Yeah.
Give the leg a wee wag, just like the chin a wee wag.
Yeah, that's it. Got it. So do you think this lathe looks a little bit nicer than my other one?
A little cleaner for now.
Oi.
he hasn't had the chance to dirty it up.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll take these on a ride, all right?
It does look like your bedways are a little rusty.
Wait, it's not my problem. It's not my lathe. Nah.
You should return it better than you received it. At least that's what I was always taught. Oh God, I'm getting dizzy. Look into his camera.
The Blair Witch Project.
Hey?
The Blair Witch Project.
That's it. You got it. Don't tell anyone, all right?
Sorry, keeps it interesting. No.
You ready?
All good.
I'll show you something that's funny. All right, so we got. Oh shit! I'll put it on full screen. It makes it a little bit easier to see. All right. So we got this lathe here. All right.
Yeah.
That's where my old one sat there.
Sweet.
Well, not on there, but where the bench was. Sorry. And
now the new one is sitting on top of the other.
Oh, is that the other one? Really?
yeah, that's my old one.
Oh wow! I thought it was bigger than that, but
So did I. It's just the camera angle he used.
right?
No.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Looks cool. And huge sheathings everywhere.
Sorry.
I just got huge shavings everywhere because that piece of apple was still wet.
Yeah.
Nice long ribbons. Yeah, it's a busy month. I got like 5 club demos this month.
That's all right. At least things are picking back up a bit, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at least, yeah. Getting busy again in amongst all the orders and stuff, but
yeah,
demos are more fun.
Yeah, but are you doing was that an in-person one or online, that one you just did today?
That one was online.
Okay.
Through the internet. So I joined their club meeting and then they pass it over to me. I do the demo, record it, edit, send it back to them.
Yep. Have you got any in-person demos coming up or booked?
Yeah, December. No, not December. What am I thinking? June. I got one in June. I'm gonna do a decorative footed box, and then staining and coloring it and whatnot.
Yep.
I might have seen it online. It's the black and yellow one.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So I'm gonna demo that project in June.
Yep.
And then July, I'm taking off the first 3 weeks of July because that's when the baby might arrive anytime.
Yes.
So, but then end of July, I got the Wood Turners Retreat next event, 6 demos, 6 turners, end of July.
Sounds right.
And then August, I might do the birdmouth one. I think I might do the birdmouth hollow form through my site because I've had other people who weren't part of the club who were interested in it. So that way it'll be open up to whoever wants to come. But yeah, no. Oh, I got a couple club demos in June too. Oh, I got one in July too. I gotta check my calendar.
You ought to do one for our club.
What I think about it. Well,
Oh, nice
that really did. That, wow.
Wow, that moved. Is it salvageable? Is it still thick enough on the bottom? You can trim that out?
yeah. No, it's Sorry, I'm having a chocolate biscuit.
A biscuit?
I'm not doing. What?
A biscuit? A biscuit in French.
Yeah.
That's the way the Aussies pronounce the French name.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
The Americans always bastardize everything.
I'm glad you said it, not me.
Well, it's true because there are so many people spread out so much and influenced by local differences. We lose the pronunciation of something very quickly. And we sure don't enunciate things correctly either.
I didn't want to go too thin because I knew I'd kill it at this point.
Yeah, you never know. This shape was kind of cool. I didn't like it at first, but then it sort of grown on me.
The bird mouth one.
Yeah, it's just the outer shape of the body I didn't like, but then someone said, "Oh, it looks like a pregnant belly," and I'm like, "Oh, that must have been the inspiration behind it."
Yeah.
The big baby bumps starting to show, so.
Yeah.
Your demo pieces, do you auction them off to the club members or give them to the club members to auction it off?
I have offered. I have had a couple clubs ask about it. Funny enough, none of the Canadian clubs ask about it, but a few of the American clubs asked me if I do that or I offer that. And I said, yeah, sure. I mean, once it's finished, I can ship it to you. You just pay the shipping and you can raffle it off or sell it or do whatever you like with it.
Yep.
So, yeah, the one I'm doing for Hunt County, they want me to I might actually do one very similar to one I already have finished.
Yeah.
That way there's no wait time. I'll just send them the one that's finished and then stand that one up, finish it, and sell it myself.
Well, I follow Cindy Drozda, and I've made all of her classes, and I've won 2 of her pieces this year. I really enjoy watching her and the way she explains every single step so everybody can understand exactly why she does something.
Yeah, that's how I like explaining everything. No shortcuts, it's all or none.
Yep.
Because you don't want someone to try it and you neglect to disclose everything and then, they end up hurting themselves. Didn't tell them that vital tip or what to watch out for.
leave that vital step out so they can't get it right and they buy one off you instead?
Yeah.
No. No.
No, can't do that. Someone will hurt themselves.
Well, how's your French Canadian? Can you do demos in Quebec?
Well, my French is limited. I mean, I did take it all the way through school, and I went right up to OAC with French, and then I didn't really use it, so I lost it. But I mean, I can understand it and talk basic. But I mean, my wife is fully bilingual and francophone, and she can speak both fluently, so she'd be my translator. But a lot of the people at the demo I did today were French too, so they were speaking and talking back and forth, and I'd chime in with something, and they'd be like, "Oh, wow."
Yeah.
But that was the extent of it, because if they came back with me like a longer sentence, they'd be like, "Huh? What? Let me get out my dictionary."
Yep. At least if you stay with Eastern Canadian, then you can get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. But
Go
it was
west,
fun.
BC, they wouldn't understand a word you're saying if it was in French Canadian. You'd have
No.
more likely to be Parisian French, because that's what they teach in the schools.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be different. It'd be like Quebec.
I got
French.
cousins
Paris.
I've got cousins, right now they're great cousins, third generation. Yeah. The guy, one of my father's brothers is a Mountie in the Yukon. And of course, he's long since passed away, but his son become a Mountie. And now the grandson's a Mountie in the Yukon.
Not much up there.
Yeah, just bears, moose, thieves, and a lot of drunks.
Yeah. A lot of drunks.
Oh, thanks for coming in, Mike. Take it easy.
Yeah,
I have a couple
tomorrow night.
Cousins and whatnot that are out in Regina and Saskatchewan and Alberta and stuff, and they're cops, and they're always dealing with interesting situations with all the drunks or hoodlums or whatever.
Kids skipping school. At least in the territories, the Mounties have the right to grab them and put them back in class. But you couldn't get away with that in the provinces.
No. Cops don't have authority in any other province. Borderline.
Yeah. I know when I lived in Alaska, it was, at that time, it was my dad's brother, and he was retired, but still living in the Yukon. And his son had just got out of school for being a Mountie, and he was trying to teach him, because he had Yukon. And there was like 11 Mounties for all of Yukon.
That's cool.
But I found it kind of neat. I'd go visit them, and it would be, well, let's run down, and I forget the name of the hangout place, about 2-3 clicks out of one of the towns. where he had a bunch of friends that made their own liquor. And because he was a First Nation, I had to think about the proper Canadian term there, but his friend was First Nation. They could do their own brewing for their community. And we'd go there to do the sampling of what they brewed. And it was always kind of neat because he'd take the 3 times I went up and spent a week with him. It was always winter, and it was really unique. You'd ride back in the sled because he'd simply tell the dogs to go home in French, and they knew right where to go. Because they'd take you home.
That's great.
And there, the Mounties supplied the government supplied the housing, and the kennels, and the snow machine. And with him, he was a pilot, so he had a plane.
Wow, that's cool.
Because Yukon's a big territory.
Oh yeah, massive. Now, put finish on these guys. They're dry now.
And one of the things I learned is that the Eskimo is a race of people. It's accepted that way worldwide. It's genetic. And what I found very interesting, at least for the US, the Eskimo, they supposedly don't need a passport. And they could go anywhere freely north of the Arctic Circle through international treaty, because that was their hunting grounds.
You're out there, Cade?
Pardon?
You're out there?
Yeah. Not bad. Just dusting and sweeping and inhaling some dust, I guess.
You used any of your shavings for bedding for your snakes?
No. No, I donate all my shavings to a zoo, which is just north of me. It's called Nova's Ark, and it's a zoo which is mainly for children and adults who have Crohn's, Downs, autism, Asperger's, autism, Downs, and they educate and socialize and calm people with different conditions. So I donate all my shavings to them, and they use them for horses, donkeys, snakes, chinchillas, pigs, camels, donkeys, ferrets, a few other rodents, but they have a nice zoo. So I donate a lot of shavings to them, and they use them all winter. They sort of stockpile them through the summer and use them all winter. And then I have a buddy who has a hobby farm. So he has chickens and goats. So his chicken coop is full of my shavings. The goats don't need them, only for the winter.
You're using them.
Yeah. So, and it's cool because I let my buddy know, and I keep the shavings separate because I don't want any walnut or cedar to affect his chickens or goats. But I let them know at the Nova's Ark, and they say it doesn't matter because they'll just use the cedar and the walnut for different animals, that it doesn't even affect them. So I thought that was
segregate
cool.
them.
Yeah, well, I know you can't use walnut and cedar for hooved animals because their hooves will start to rot and they'll absorb the toxins and die within a week. but you can use them for like snakes, chinchillas, rats, stuff like that.
Interesting. I'd never heard of that.
Yeah, walnut will kill a horse within a week.
They didn't work, I guess, around sawmills for long.
Yeah.
How about mules?
I don't know.
Because they'd have to have some means of hauling lumber.
Yeah, maybe mules, but I mean, a lot of the hooved animals, they could haul lumber, but it's not in shavings and dust, which is getting compacted in their hooves and then absorbed into their
Okay.
bloodstream and then rotting and decaying in their hooves. It's just large logs. So I mean, if it's just large logs and they're pulling them, that's no problem. But it's when it becomes a dust or a shaving that gets compacted into their hoof and then absorbed in their bloodstream and starts to rot the hooves. That's when
Interesting.
that's
How about for
when it's
pets?
toxic.
Like
don't know.
big dogs?
I don't know.
Because their claws are hollow.
Yeah, I don't know how it would affect dogs or cats. I mean, I don't know. I just let them know right off the hop. If I asked them right off the hop before, and they said, no problem. We got people who sort it and go through it. And I mean, certain animals doesn't bother them. So I said, okay, as long as you know what you're doing and you're separating them.
I think what you're doing is very good.
Yeah, bloody oath.
We need to spread the word with returners because it just ends up with me, it's mulch.
Yeah, I've had neighbors who've asked for mulch too for their gardens, and I've given it to them. I just got to make sure it's not walnut or cedar because that'll kill your garden.
Yeah, all my shavings out of my shed go straight into my garden, either front or back. Oh, and I've got relatives with chickens; they take some too. But I don't have any walnut or anything like that, so I don't really have to worry about it. It's mainly just pine and Aussie gums.
Oh yeah, they're all good. Yeah, it's just walnut and cedar. Walnut's the worst. Cedar animals can at least sort of. Some can withstand it.
Yep.
But if it's an issue, it's going to be an issue with walnut.
That makes me wonder, I wonder if I'm allergic to walnut turning it. Wouldn't bloody surprise me. I love blackwood and I'm allergic to that.
Well, you might not know the first time you turn it, but
yeah,
it's a sensitizer, so the more you use it, the more you gain an allergy to it.
Yeah, well, the blackwood, I actually turned it 3 days in a row. That's how I recognised I had a bit of an allergy to it.
Oh,
Built up.
that might have been. Yeah,
you gotta wear a mask.
Sorry?
Wear a dust mask, and that might help. And then,
every time.
A good shower at night.
Every time, Dr. Bob. Problem. I've got asthma, so I definitely make sure I wear a dust mask.
Yeah, it could be skin contact too. Somewhat. But
yeah, with me, poison oak never bothered me. From a little kid, my mother would tell a story that I was climbing a poison oak tree with my cousins, and they were encouraging me, and I'll never forget it because I was sitting on a branch in a fork behind me, leaning back, and I was probably 6, maybe 7, and my cousins were like 14. They got in trouble for letting me do it. But they were scared stiff that I would be allergic to it. And then we used to play in sumac, and that can, if you're going to be allergic, it'll be poison sumac.
Yeah,
But it never affected me.
I love sumac. Sumac's nice stuff. It's just poisonous. Or it can be poisonous anyway. It's part of the poison ivy family.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm game enough to take this out of the chuck, to be honest. That crack's just going to go, thank you for letting me go.
Maybe we all ought to quit, and then any vulgarities that might happen won't get on the air, and we can't testify to it. I see nothing.
I see nothing.
And we had an audio problem, sir, at that time. If you can't say sir, it's going to have, I don't know what the appropriate term is, because you say it, because you supposedly can't say he, she, Ms., Mr.
I know. So how many, when you put your tongue oil on, Cade, how many coats do you give that?
Depends on the wood or the density of the wood, but I just keep going until I get to the sheen I want.
Okay.
But depending on the wood and the density of the wood, I mean, there could be 12 up to 20 coats.
Yep. All right. I got a tongue-based oil. It's actually badged as kitchen bench oil, but I did a bit of research, and the main ingredient is tongue oil in it. So.
Oh, cool.
Never really used it before, but
Sounds like something you'd use for a cutting board.
Yeah,
that'll
work.
really nice.
Oh, nice. That looks good with the heartwood and the sapwood and the color contrast.
yeah, cheers. There's the infamous
Crack.
Yeah. Good one. Thankfully, the piff is there to stop it from going too much further, but and because it sat in the chuck for 2 days, it's gone all black from
yeah,
moisture.
the metal is reacting with the tannins in the wood, ebonizing the wood.
Yeah. I'm gonna. This was we've got a website here with you can sell stuff on it or give away stuff on it for free, and it's called Gumtree.
Oh yeah.
And someone put up on there that they chopped down some wood and put it out on the road, and it was only around the corner from us. So we went and had a look, and it was all still there. So I'm gonna finish this up, get rid of the tenon and stuff, and I'm gonna go and put it on their doorstep and leave a little note in it.
Oh, there you go.
Because they've only chopped down the limbs. They haven't actually chopped the trunk down on the tree. So I'm thinking,
Leave a card or a note in there. If you take more down, just give me a ring.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
And they'll be happy they got something made out of it. So
yeah, that's right. And they look more. The house that they live in and stuff looks more. They look maybe. I could be wrong, but they more look like they'd be elderly, if anything.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to knock it on the head because my lunch is nearly ready. Appreciate everyone coming in.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us. That looks great.
Just trying to get the
Okay,
grain.
Sid made a comment for you before you leave.
Oh yeah, thanks, Sid.
Oh, let me see here. Hey, Sid, how's it going?
Yeah. Anyway, you can really only see the grain on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty white and tight, so that's nice. Oh,
Yeah.
really pop when it dries.
Yes.
It almost looks like a Ninja Turtle mask there.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, we'll catch you tomorrow night.
All right. Thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yep,
take it easy.
thanks for the invitation.
All right, Cade.
Take care.
See you later. Everyone in the chat, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. I'll put some pictures up of this later. I've got to put it in the bag with some shavings anyway, so it can dry out. But besides that.